Peace, guys. My name is Kay, and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. So let's get started with this reading. In this pick a card video, I'm going to be doing basically what your person wishes they told you, what they wish they could have said. I have channeled love letters for this reading as well, so you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You guys, I got 3 piles today, groups A, B, and C. And you guys know I don't like to do the object pile selections, but I do have not tarot decks, but I do have some decks that you guys can choose from. So group A is this Osho Zen tarot deck. Group B, the Modern Witch tarot. And group C is this homemade deck I got here. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with pile A. Peace. Welcome to your reading on what your person wishes they could have told you, what they wish they could have said. Let's get started with your reading. I'm going to go and read your love letter first. It's kind of a lot here, so I'm going to just get started here. So group A, meeting you was such a life-changing moment for me. I was living the fast life, doing everything my friends would tell me was cool. I did whatever it took to be viewed as the player, the one who goes around breaking hearts, toxic, no emotions, never cares, never commits, and I'll admit I proudly took on that label. Whenever someone called me crazy, toxic, or insecure, it even fed my ego more, like I was successful in being this crappy person, in being this crappy and toxic individual. I apologize, but it says, I was glad to be the person that other people can't hurt. I knew something was wrong with me when I was ashamed to let you see who I truly am. When we met, I didn't want you to know who I was, that I was the player or crazy or even toxic. And while I hid these away as best as I could, they ended up catching up to me eventually. I was running away from myself, but hearing it from you hurt the most. I know that I scared you. Y'all, my hand started shaking as soon as I read that. Like, that was so crazy. But it says, I know that I scared you, and that's when I knew that I loved you, or that I'm in love with you. I started to ask myself, why was it you of all people? Why all of a sudden do I care about someone's feelings? In the past, I would smash whenever I could, whenever I really wanted to, really. It was just so easy for me to get it, and I did. It probably pisses you off just to hear about it, but genuinely, this is my story. This is who I used to be. I wasn't Ish. I wasn't your kingdom, husband, or partner. I wasn't the person that you needed me to be, and I felt weak standing next to you. You, who I look at, is so smart, strong, incredible, and beautiful. You always kept yourself pure, true, real, raw, and there was something about that strength that shed light on my own weaknesses and made me see myself for who I really am. I was driven by lust, and I desired to control you, to exert some power over you because I knew how in control of my emotions you were. But you never let it happen. You always saw right through me, and you knew exactly how to handle me, even if you didn't know. You tamed me, and it freaked me out. It was just a fairy tale before we met. The player who meets the one and changes. The fact that you trusted me so much made me feel so good, so amazing. Making you feel safe just felt incredible. I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted to be the reason that you're crying at night. I didn't want to be the reason that you felt all alone. I didn't want to cause you pain of any sort. And so I think that it would be best if we kept our distance until I healed myself. You'd probably tell me that it's my guilt speaking, but truthfully, I don't think I would be alive if it weren't for you. You've changed my life so much that you don't even know. I have a future because of you. I think of the future because of you. I have a life to look forward to because you chose to believe in me and to put your faith in me. And even in my weakest moments, I gave you back your power because I knew I had to clean up my act first. You're the ultimate prize. You're the dream that I want. I want it all with you and only you. I've made some mistakes, I've messed up big time, but I promise all of what I did, I am learning from it. Learning from what I have done and even by what I haven't. Meeting you gives me so much gratitude, and it is a reminder that God is real. I realized I was fronting with my happiness, acting like I was okay even when I wasn't, acting like it wasn't a big deal even when I had a hard time snapping out of everything that I was feeling and experiencing in the moment. It was such a hard mindset for me to snap out of. I know there's so much I haven't said, but I promise I'm working hard for us. I'm doing everything in my power to create the future we talked about together. The one with our houses and our kids, yeah, that one. I'm working hard to be the person that you need me to be. Working to be everything you could ever dream of, because that's who you are to me. Thank you, my love, for coming into my life, for showing me love like I'd never known. You've saved me, and I'll do anything in my power to honor you for the rest of our lives. This was deep, okay? This was deep, y'all. This person really is like, they come off as shallow, or they try to appear that way, but like they really are someone with depth. They have character, they have soul, they have spirit still. Like this is not an NPC person. This is someone who has depth to them, and they have gone through a lot of transformations in their life, as read to you in the letter. So I'm going to see what else is going on for your group. This was really, really, like, I feel like that letter was honestly enough. But y'all know me, I like being nosy, so let's not mind our business. How is Group A's person doing now? How is Group A's person feeling about Group A? Look at that. The Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh, it fell. So we got the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. This person keeps to themselves because they're a liar. Then they know it. They know who they are. They know that they're toxic, crazy, manipulative, whatever labels you want to throw at them. They know who they are. They know their shadow. They're well aware of who their shadow is. They've just been running from this their entire life. They've just been running and running and running from their true selves. This person knows who they are. They know if they treated you like trash, I'm just saying, like, they know they ain't ish for the way that they did, the way they handled things, the way they spoke to you, or the way that they went about the connection, right? This person feels like they are ashamed, like they actually feel ashamed of what they've done now. Like they feel sick to their stomach about, like, when they think of all the things that they've done. Like, you guys really brought a level of karma to them, you know, to where, like, this person really learned a lesson just by meeting you and just by finding that real love. It's like this person's looking back at all the people that they hurt or that have hurted them, and they're just like, someone could have loved you better than I did, but I still wasted your time because I didn't care about you. This person has never really had those sorts of thoughts or that depth of thinking to where they care about someone's feelings or care about how they would feel if they did something. Like, call it an arc if you want to, but I'm just saying, this is just what I'm picking up. So they really had no F's to give, apparently. And so they lied, they played games, and they were manipulative, and they were so used to being this way that when they met a divine feminine, a divine person, and you put up that mirror to all their good aspects that are within you, and then the shadow aspects that they are displaying as well, it was almost like meeting duality, like meeting your own equal and an opposite. Like, I'm meeting someone that's so divine, and yet I'm in this trashy, low vibrational mindset and energy. Like, that's a whole mirror in front of you, showing you who you have the potential to be, but who you haven't become because of your shadow. That's how they feel. And so they're taking time to themselves. Some of y'all, this is like them being isolated and alone, taking time to really reflect on their life and reflect on all the lies that they have told, because they know they weren't being honest with themselves. They weren't being honest with you either, because they weren't being honest with themselves. So Group A, we got 2 cards. cards came out already. Receptivity and rebirth. Oop. Receptivity and rebirth. They love your body, okay? Look at them. Look at those titties. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be, this not 18 plus, but I'm just saying, it's there. So, like, look at them. Sorry, y'all, I'm being a little extra, but, like, they like your body. I just had to point that out. But this person's becoming receptive to their own transformation. Like, this is, like, your vulnerability, your ability to be vulnerable is actually awakening them. You're kind of like their crown chakra. You're their guiding light in this situation because, again, this person has been kind of stagnated, or they stagnated themselves for such a long time that now it's kind of, they're at a point where they're ready and open to receiving this rebirth here. They're finally ready to change, and they're ready to be reborn into a new person, okay? This is someone who really was kind of a trash person, for lack of better words, or they just saw themselves in that light where, like, I don't mean anything to anyone. I'll never mean anything to anyone. I'm useless. I have no purpose to be here. And like those, I'm kind of channeling when I say those things because it's almost like their dialogue to themselves in their mind. But, like, you know, everyone has insecurities. Everyone is dealing with something that you don't know anything about. But this person, they were dealing with, like, hella demons. Like, so many demons that it was like those spirits kind of controlled their life. Like, you would look at them as someone who sold their soul for, you know, you guys know I don't do it in the, like, devil worshipping, demonic sell your soul. Like, you sold your soul because you're not living a life that's authentic to you. So when you're not on that path, that's what selling your soul means. When you're not living in your truth, following your soul, and you're doing everything that is worldly and that everyone else is wanting you to do, you're trying to please everyone else and make sure everyone else can see you as the man or the woman, even if you're not the man or the woman. That is like selling yourself short, for one, and also selling your soul. So next, I'm going to pull lastly for signs that you guys may receive about this person or information. So, signs for group A. So group A, we got school and education. Maybe this person's getting an education or deciding to go back to school or to learn a new skill or to develop a skill they already have. Some of you guys might have met in school or have an education class with this person. To succeed, you need to find something to hold on to, something to motivate you, something to inspire you. Tony Dorsett. And that's facts as to how this person is feeling. Like, you're that motivating factor, that inspiring factor, and that, yeah, that's what you are to this person. Like, you're their motivation to keep going and to keep building and to keep trusting and have faith. And then also, you can't blame gravity for falling in love by Albert Einstein. I like that quote. But yeah, this person is like in love. And I think this is the first time they've experienced this depth of love. So it is quite new to them and a bit scary. And we also have sage, protection. Everything is divinely guided in this connection. I do want to say you guys might be beating yourself up or feeling like you made the wrong move or you did the wrong thing, especially when it doesn't work out in your favor, or like that person blocks you out all of a sudden or separates from you, or you just feel guilty for setting boundaries or like putting your foot down finally. Don't let go of those feelings of like guilt and shame that you're holding on to, because this person is actually transforming because you decided to pull back, you decided to take space, or you decided to call your energy back, or even let them have it, you know? Like, sometimes people need that. Sometimes people need to know, like, hey, you're not doing the right thing, or you need to change. If you don't change, you're just gonna lose everything that you love, you know? Like, I think this person just really needed a big moment to self-reflect and see that they're the problem in their life. They're the reason their life is the way it is, and if they want to fix it, they have to take that initiative themselves and stop blaming everyone else and everybody else for all of the things going wrong in their life, especially when they're not doing anything to change it. And at that, making decisions that make it worse and perpetuate the same cycle of control issues and just anger and fear and just running away and all of that stuff, okay? Thank you guys so much Group A, this is what your person wanted you to know, their deep depth of their emotions and feelings. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, Group A. If it resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay, and I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope another day I can be your writer too. If you guys would like to read any of my 7 books, the link is in the description box to reach my Wattpad. You guys can read any of my books for free. If you guys would like to join my Patreon as well, I post more exclusive content, 18 plus readings, extended readings, all that good stuff. The lowest tier is $1 if you guys would just like to join for tips, and the highest tier is $3 to gain access to all of the content monthly. And yeah, also I have even more content for free on Instagram. You can reach me at KIntuitive. And yeah, thank you guys so much, Group A, for joining me for this reading. Hope to catch you in my next video. Peace. Peace to my lovely ravens that selected Group B. Welcome to your reading on what is the depth of your person's feelings, what they wish they told you, what they wish they could have said, should have said, would have said, whatever. We're gonna see what is going on, y'all. I can't lie, the first group was very, very deep. When I first channeled this, I didn't realize how deep the energy was, but that's just how it goes. So Group B, this is your letter. So yeah, let's get started with your reading. Group B, I'm ready to share my time and my wealth with you, to share a luxurious life with the one I love. I want to start a family with you because of the way you nurture me. I think this was also, I just had to point this out, I think this was supposed to be on my 18 plus channel, but I decided I want to put it on this channel instead, for everyone to see. And so there's a little bit of cussing in the letter, so I'm excuse me if I skip over some words or switch it up, because y'all know how YouTube is. They be playing, and that algorithm don't like me already. So so the freaky times we have is great, but the love we share is even greater. I love that I have the full package with you, the friendship and the romance. It's everything I've ever dreamt about. I used to deny myself my own desires and what I really wanted. I feel like I couldn't rest until I was comfortable enough financially. I was focused on my goals and building up my career, and I put this love a little bit on the back burner. The idea of becoming codependent scares me. I don't want to get consumed in all of the ways that I feel about you. You honestly have me wrapped around your finger, but I probably wouldn't tell you out loud. I feel like you're a watchdog or something. I would really go to the deep end for you because of how loyal I am. My loyalty for you rides until the very end. This is a ride or die person too. They're very loyal and protective. I've always felt drawn to you no matter what. I feel like I can have it all with you. I could be comfortable enough to spoil you, to love you, to share a home and a legacy with you. Every time I'm with you, I get so inspired. I come up with the best ideas. The money making and the baby making goes hand in hand when we're together. Okay, that's what I love about us. We have such a supreme relationship, power couple. Power couple stuff. This is the happiest I have ever felt with being around you, the most passionate I have ever felt, and I feel so drawn to you. My passion honestly never goes away for you or for this love. I will always be here to take care of you no matter what. You'll always be able to depend on me. You've taken care of me better than anyone ever has, and I'm still in love with you no matter the time or the distance. I know you can feel me around, and I come to you in your dreams just so I can tell you everything and show you everything that I wish I could tell you in person and do for you in person. And wow, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just, it says, this one's funny. Your person's funny. They have a sense of humor. I gotta say that. Because, the way that these channeled messages come through, I can tell if the person's, serious or if they're, kind of goofy like me. So, this person's, more goofy. So, but this person's, they daydream about your freaky times, okay? That's what we'll say for YouTube. But, where was I? Okay. I love to get lost in thoughts of you. I really haven't felt as comfortable being myself as I am with you. My intuition is always guiding me towards this connection, and sometimes I ask myself if it was just about the freaky times that we shared, but with the way that we give and receive love to each other, I know that it's much deeper than that. Even if I let it go that way or act like I don't care. It's my fear of depending on you so much that you leave me and I'm left all alone to do it again by myself. I have been through a lot and I've lost the most important people or person in my life before. It taught me how to build wealth on my own and to depend on myself because sometimes life can get very lonely. I'm sorry if I seem a bit obsessed or hopelessly in love. I really don't feel this way often, so when my feelings for you awaken, I really don't know how to act. And I feel awkward because I don't know how you'll receive me as well. Everything I want to build is with you. There are certain things I'm only comfortable doing with you and only you. And even when I explore my options, they only make me realize how much love I have harbored for you. Thank you for making me comfortable enough to express the innermost parts of myself, for inspiring me and making me feel loved and taken care of enough to be this vulnerable. I will never forget someone like you. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best. Sorry, y'all. That really reminded me of Adele, and like, I don't know, Adele been resonating with me recently. But this person, like I said, they're a bit goofier. Like this is the type of person that's probably like hyper independent, like very career focused, always in their bag, always working. Sounds like me, but yeah, workaholic vibes with this person. And I do feel like this person has a very soft interior. Like this is the type of person that like you can kind of tell they're just good energy to be around, and like they have good intentions type of thing. But like this person, they feel awkward, like the letter said. They feel a little bit awkward because of how they feel for you, because they don't feel that way often according to the letter. And I am kind of intuitively getting that like this person, like it's almost like they're terrified of how they feel about you, because they're just like, I didn't know that love was this deep. I didn't know that it even felt like this. You know, it's really remarkable for them because they can't forget someone like you, okay? So let's move forward with the tarot and see what's going on for y'all. So Group B, how is Group B's person currently feeling about them in this connection? Ooh, child. The first card to come out, but I'm gonna shuffle for another one. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Cups? This one. Some of y'all could have picked Group A too, or maybe you guys are picking for yourself, like, oh, how do I feel about my person? What I didn't tell them. Like if you're one of those people that like watches for yourself and your person, you probably might resonate with Group A too for some of y'all. And this is just confirmation for those of y'all that kind of felt drawn to it. This, just go ahead and watch it, because my guides came through with the Hermit card, part 2. So, okay. The difference, we got the Two of Cups, how they feel. They think you're their soulmate, like twin flame, dynamic duo, power couple. If you don't believe in twin flames, power couple, soulmate, I don't know, whatever, soul partner, who cares, okay? Whatever divine, if you guys believe in like that divine love or like that true love or that one, like the one, this is the you, or this is you, this is y'all, like this, you're the one to them. And this person is like no questions asked, it's you and only you. Like I think there's like almost like they don't doubt this connection, even if it appears this way. They know who you are to them. They probably knew before you knew, to be honest, because this person's like, I'm visiting you in your dreams and I'll show you how I want to love you when we're together. Like this person is kind of advanced spiritually, at least. Like they know what they're up to. They kind of are like on a higher frequency, if you will. Like they are the type of person that just kind of knows how to navigate life in a way that others perhaps don't understand, but it works for them. But yeah, they know you're the one, or you're their one, you're their future person. And we also have the Hermit. They feel, this person again, like Group A, this person, I don't feel like this, I think this person is naturally isolated. Okay, this is the difference between Group A and Group B. This person that I'm channeling for, your person feels like the type of person that's naturally by themselves, naturally isolated. They don't like to really spend time with people. They like to spend time at home on their laptop, watching YouTube, reading a book. I don't know. Writing a book, who knows? But this person is like, they're the introverted type. So they know when it's like, when they know, because they don't spend that much time with people, and they know how they have a very deep understanding of their emotions and how they feel, especially if they work a lot. They might use their laptop for their work too. But when they know, like, that's how they think in their mind. They're like, if I know this is the one for me, then like it has to be it, because I barely socialize anyway, you know? like the fact that me and this person connect on this level, and I barely socialize anyway to really connect with people, and like it's not the same as like the other people I connect with. And even if I do connect with someone else, it just doesn't feel the same as I did when I was connecting with you, Group B. Like, that's their thought process. I'm just kind of like speaking to you, you know? But anyway, this person, they know, okay? They know. So, Group B person. Group B's person is a little lone wolf. That's all I gotta say. Your person is really giving me like loner vibes, popular loner vibes, or just a loner in general. Like, they really like to just keep to themselves. No drama, mind my business, do my work, and go home. Like, that's their attitude. So, we also have awareness, letting go, and possibilities. If this person let go of this connection, I have a feeling that they believe in like divine timing or divine order, and they believe that if you let something go and it comes back, it's meant to be, type of thing, you know? Like, if I let you go, Group B, and you come back, we end up coming back together, that's how I know for sure this is my Two of Cups. That's kind of like their thought process. They think of this in a very divine light, this connection. They see this in a very divine way. So the way that they handle it is going to be according to that feeling. So their awareness of this connection is that they could have felt like they had to let it go. And if they did feel like they had to let it go, they believe that they let it go for a reason. Or that if it did end, or there's a separation of some sort, they feel like this is the divinely guided situation. And they also, for some of y'all, they've been exploring their options. Actually, for a lot of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, but like for a lot of y'all, they be exploring their options, right? Or they talk to different people, connect with different people, and like they just notice that like these connections aren't the same. It's not the same as like what they shared with you. They really like to fantasize about you still, especially when they're getting freaky with themselves. But y'all get the vibes here. Like, this person is, it might have taken them a while to really come to the full realization that this is the Two of Cups, but like they know, especially if you guys are separated, like they know for sure, you know, when you connect with other people and then you're just like, it's just not the same. That's how they feel. It's just not the same. So, Group B, lastly, let's get some signs. Group B. Oops. Okay. You guys had a whole stack come out, so I'm going to go ahead and read all of them, okay? We have rosemary. So this plant, rosemary, it reminds me of like when I had this dream, and in the dream my guides were communicating with me, and they're basically like trying to tell me how to heal some stuff that I was going through, like abuse and whatever, but trauma. So they told me to use this plant, rosemary, and when I looked it up, I realized that the plant is for like dealing with grieving a loss of someone, dealing with like death, or dealing with some sort of like really toxic abusive situations, usually within family. That's what was very specific with this plant. So I started using this plant. I bought one myself, but I started to use it for my own healing, and it really was beneficial to me. Maybe that was just someone needs to hear this, but with the rosemary card, this person has been through much grieving in their life. They've been probably family. I feel like for this group, this person has had like family issues or like family stuff going on that they've had to grieve in their life that they still haven't healed from yet, or they're still in a process of healing from it. Because this rosemary card always reminds me of like healing family issues, healing healing from like sudden family deaths, or like unexpected abusive situations. So I'm gonna move forward. So we also have elders. They could have lost an elder, because both of these are like pink too, and sometimes they like connect in that way where it's like, okay. And then I'm gonna pull out all the pink cards. As a matter of fact, we also have "'Tis Better to Have Loved and Lost Than Never to Have Loved at All" by Alfred Lord Tennyson. That sounds very familiar, his name. I feel like I know that name, but I don't know. I just feel like I've heard it somewhere. But anyway, maybe in like a history book. But anyway, yeah, this person feels like they've been in love before. This person knows what love is. Like, they have experienced love for others and they've been hurt for sure. This person still believes in love though. Hopelessly romantic. I felt that, y'all. That's me too. But anyway, we have psychic attack. Growing up and book smart. What I would say about these three, so this person could have been through a period in their life where they went through some sort of psychic attack, or they went through like a really dark period of their life, and they grew up by reading books and maturing, and through that process they learned how to protect themselves and their energy. And also through that process, they became more spiritually aware, or they learned stuff about the divine or of the unknown, and they use this knowledge to their advantage. So this person is like super smart, especially when it comes to reading or writing books. Like, this person is like on that stuff. And then we also have "There's a Bigger Picture." Oh my gosh, y'all. This is literally them. Like, there's a bigger picture and I trust in it. And then we also have narrow-minded. Here, yeah. You know, these are kind of opposites if you ask me. To think that there's a bigger picture, you have to have an open mind. And to be narrow-minded is like, you don't think there's a bigger picture. Everything is just one way, nothing else. So with this person coming out, or not this person coming out, like this coming out the closet, but like with this cards coming out like this, I do feel like this person probably used to be more narrow-minded than they are now. Now they believe there's a bigger picture. But this person did have to go through a lot in life. They've been through their own trials and tribulations, and they are like they like to stick to themselves. But also, again, with the narrow-minded, I think sometimes they might come off this way, like, oh, you do things because they do things a certain way and it works for them, so they'll keep doing it that way, even if it's just kind of comfortable and not necessarily effective. So I do feel like it takes this person a while to like warm up to people, or to warm up to opening up, which is why it could appear that they're narrow-minded, but it's just that they're slower to open up because they're used to being the hermit. They're used to being on their own. They're used to being dependent on themselves. So like, why would I just randomly start depending on like a random person that I don't even know well, even if I do have all these feelings, you know? So like, they kind of have this like push and pull dynamic where they might be they might appear like hot and cold. Like, one day they're super passionate, loving, and fiery and beautiful, and then the next it's like that flame is just gone and it's like cold, and like the Five of Pentacles, like I feel alone and sad, and like this cycles this person goes through in their life. Like, some days they're like, yes, I want a person, I want a relationship, and then other days they're like, I don't want anyone near me, don't touch me, don't breathe near me, I'm working on my stuff and I'm making my bag, and that's that. Okay, I'm making my bread. So yeah, that's what came out for you guys, Group B. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading. If this resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens, my name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope another day I can be your writer too. If you guys would like to read any of my 7 books, the link is in the description box to my Wattpad. You guys can read any of my books. If you guys would like more exclusive content, I have a Patreon. The lowest tier is $1 for tips, and the highest tier is $3 to gain access to all the readings and content that's on there. And also, you guys, I have an Instagram at KIntuitive. You guys can follow me on there for more content and just chatting with me. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you at my next one. Peace. Peace to my lovely ravens that selected Group C. Welcome to your reading on the depth of your person's emotions, what they haven't told you, what they want to say, all that good stuff, or at least what they wish to tell you. So Group C, again, I just have to add a little bit of a disclaimer. These readings got pretty deep, I cannot lie, especially getting into the first 2 groups, or finishing up with the first 2 groups. those readings were super deep. So don't be surprised if I'm like going really deep into their feelings, emotions, thoughts, etc. And if this is resonating for how you feel, then that's how you just know that the readings be hitting, okay? Anyways, so it says, the first time I saw you, my heart screamed, that is the one for me. And although my ego would disagree, I knew that one day I would never be the same. There was just always something about you that I could just never let go of. I've gotten attention and all, but the way you viewed me throughout it all was what was intriguing to me. You treated me like I was just another human being. I'm sorry, y'all. You treated me like I was just another human being, not some sex symbol or object to be used. And as funny as that sounds, when you have so many people looking up to you or kissing your booty all the time, you'd understand why it was such a big deal to me. I like to tease you as well. You have that sort of personality that is like my opposite, yet we still complement one another. I wanted commitment with you from the beginning, and I don't know how I knew, but I just kind of knew. I could have envisioned my life with you, and even our wedding. It all seemed like everything fell so perfectly into place that as soon as I saw you, my soul could just recognize every single lifetime that we spent together. You're my ultimate happiness, and you're my success, honestly. Out of all of my rewards and achievements, winning you over is my proudest one. I feel like I've secured the best future for myself by spending it and building it up with you. You've never let me down, and I'm honestly proud of who you've become. You're the type of person I want my future children to emulate, that others around you to draw inspiration from. I truly put you on a pedestal, but you've rightfully earned your spot there. I'm grateful for this love. It has opened my eyes up to the depth and responsibilities of commitment and love. I'm grateful to share this journey and experience with you. The depth of my emotions will never be reached with these words, but I hope you feel me sincerely. You're my absolute world. You're my everything, and without you, I wouldn't know what direction to go in. Maybe stuck with someone shallow who doesn't even know me or my favorite color. You're different to me, and that's what I like about you. You stand out unlike anyone else. You know just what I need to cheer me up, and thank you for everything that you've done for this love. I want to be loyal to you every day and move in and share every beautiful life experience we see each other, and share every beautiful life experience that we can together. I want all of the checkpoints to be in celebration with you. I want all of my life checkpoints to be in celebration with you next to me. It just wouldn't be the same without you here. Never forget the impact you've had in my life. You are one of the most important people I have ever met and will always be. Everything I do for us will always be for our best interest, and I am so lucky to have you by my side. Thank you for choosing me, and thank you for loving me. Whew, that was like a mind... I can't say that, but that was like a mind-boggling thing. This person, I'm kind of getting a very like strong masculine energy with this group. So this person is the type to be very like, they exude a lot of like masculine energy. And you know, we don't care about the genders here. We just talking about energy. Anybody can be everybody got masculine and feminine within, but you know, we can always express one energy better than the other. And this person is better at expressing their masculine energy. And this person, like the way that they assert their dominance or their masculinity is by like conquering people, conquering women, or conquering like their career goals or their achievements type of thing. Like this person feels like this person kind of had a bit of a skewed perception of masculinity, or like how they expressed it was a bit distorted when they first met you, similar to group B. Like this person might still be a little bit in their toxic energy. I'm picking up for some of y'all that chose this, but this is the sort of energy that they're aligning with that letter, and how they truly feel inside. They may not express how they feel very often or what their thoughts are, but they are the type to be very attentive to you and how you are speaking to them. They listen to like every word you say. They think like you guys are always just talking about some stuff, and you're a little bit like smart, like you're smart. So like even if they don't understand what you're saying, they're just like, I don't get it because I'm probably just not that advanced, you know. But this person also, I'm trying to think of what I read. There was something I was trying to think of, but it slipped my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and look over it because there is a specific part I want to point out. Oh, you guys will call them out. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. You guys probably called this person out before on their BS. And they probably got triggered by it, but they actually were kind of fascinated that you called them out because they're used to people just kind of like enabling their BS. They don't really deal with people that just tell them when they're doing something wrong. So when the first person or one of the few people that does is you, the person that they really like and want and desire, they're like, hey, what is this? Why aren't you enabling my BS? But like, that's kind of what made you stand out more, because it's like, wow, all these people in my life just kind of enable my problems instead of helping me fix it. Like, that's kind of the thought process. So you really stood out to this person with the way that you treated them, even if you called them out or like told them like you got to heal or do better, because again, like I said, distorted masculine. So you're probably like, do better, and they're like, do better? Who says that to me? Like, I'm sorry, y'all, it's just the way it came out. Like they were actually triggered. You're like, excuse me, who do you think you are? Group C. To encourage self-improvement. Who do you think you are? So, Group C. Group C. How is their person feeling? I want to roll my eyes at this person because they are fronting. They are so cap, y'all. I'm telling. Oh my, yo, crazy. Look at this. Both of them came out. And then one of them is in reverse, but I'm not reading reverse, especially for this card. Like, what? But anyway, this person is stalking you on social media. They be looking at your pictures. If they have you blocked, they unblock you, stalk your pictures, and then like block you back. Like, it's really that deep to them. And what makes me mad is like this person is hurt, or I feel like both of y'all could be hurt, honestly, because I feel like this is like kind of both of your energies. This is what I'm kind of getting here. This person knows that they hurt you, or like you guys have hurt each other in this connection. No one's perfect, so like I'm sure you guys have said hurtful things to them and vice versa, whatever. But this person is like, it's like you guys are craving each other, even though you guys like are just stalking each other, thinking about each other, doing the most instead of communicating and like saying, hey, this is how I feel and this is what we got to do to fix it. It's like they act like everything's fine. Like they put on a front, y'all. So if they're on social media flexing and acting like I got all this women and I got all the cap. Okay, they are not okay. They're not. They're just they're fronting. That's just how they are. Like, again, like I said, they give that macho masculinity vibe. So they don't want to show anyone that they're sweating, that they're going through it, that they're hurt, or that they're thinking about Group C, because that's what they're doing. And my tarot cards got you in 4K, boo. So you can't hide from me and my intuition. Anyway, they made a wrong judgment call on you. If not now, more recently than in the past, they judged you incorrectly. They did judge you, but they judged you very incorrectly. And they're kind of humbled by the fact that you are not who they thought you were. Like, it's kind of a humbling experience. Like, whoa, this is who I'm dealing with? I thought I was dealing with this. But no, this is what they're used to. But this is who you are. Not the same. And it's gonna show. So this person is like, they kind of feel like they left this behind. This is in their past. And so that's why they're still like, oh, Luna. They be trying to show off, y'all, on social media, act like everything's all good when it's not. Like, you guys probably intuitively get this as well, but with the Queen of Pentacles here, they see you as someone who can really provide nurturing to them. The nurturing that they need, not the nurturing they want, the nurturing that they need. And I think that's what they feel is so different and why they like you so much, because you give them what they need and not necessarily what they want, which is a beautiful thing, okay? And I'm gonna keep shuffling. definitely like more than what they would have thought, or at least like more than what they originally thought. Like, I just feel like there's so much to you that at first maybe they didn't see the full picture, but now they're starting to see everything come together, especially since they have to put on this front and wear a mask like everything's all good when it's not. But transformation, moment to moment, this person is changing right now as we speak. Like, they're going through a major transformation and they're growing as a person. They're starting to live their life more presently, and they're starting to enjoy what they have in front of them instead of just overlooking all the good things that are there. Because I think this is their problem when they had you there as well. They didn't know how to really take care of you, to really enjoy you in the moment. They just kind of felt like, oh, this is just going to be another Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have to try. I don't have to think of them as worthy or as valuable. I don't have to put them on a pedestal. I don't have to see them as the prize. But now they're like, I need to change that mindset. I got to humble myself, because this is a divine feminine or a divine person, and I'm messing it up by not thinking about the future. So this person's going through a lot of transformations, and they're really starting to see your worth in this transformation. They're realizing like, oh, I had a Queen of Pentacles this whole time. I maybe didn't see that at first, but now I see it. There's a rabbit here, and my attention is like really being called to it. So if y'all didn't know, the rabbit spirit, like how rabbits are, they be getting freaky like all the time. Like, you know the saying, like you get down like rabbits. That saying right there, like that might be y'all. I'm just saying, like, y'all might be feeling a little, some of y'all be like having a high drive of like getting freaky, okay? If you can put it together, then put it together. If you can't, then it's probably not meant for you. But yeah. Lastly, I'm going to shuffle for signs. Signs for group C. Green and yellow cards come out for this reading. So we have trust. This connection requires trust, especially in the separation, because it's like both of y'all are hurt. Both of y'all are thinking about it. Like, I really do feel, because I was supposed to shuffle for 2 cards, but the fact that the same card came out twice, this is like both of y'all feeling the same way when you're not together. And then also with the Judgment card, maybe you guys both made incorrect assumptions about the other person or about who they are or what they're doing. So this is kind of like giving you the vibe that, you know, free the grips that you have on your ego and what your ego wants to perceive as reality, because that's kind of what could hold you back. And then we also have power. They do crave power in some way, maybe even power over you, because they're used to having it. And we also have wisdom. This is probably your energy. Yeah, you're a trustworthy person, you're wise, and you laugh a lot. You have a sense of humor that they admire. And this person is like, okay, now I understand these cards, because these 3 is your energy, or your person. Assign it however it goes, you know. And then these 2 here, power and legacy, is like your person. Like I said, masculinity type of thing, where they're like, oh, I gotta be the best. I gotta do the best. I gotta create a legacy. I gotta have power. I gotta have land. I gotta, like, that's your person. Like, they're intense, but they have a good heart. Okay. Very intense, but they do have a good heart. And they're not as trustworthy as you are, not as wise as you are, but they do have strength in how they move about life and gain power and status, which could potentially be your weakness. So like, your weakness is their strength, your strength is their weakness. You guys complement each other very well. So yeah, group C, thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading. If it resonated, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope another day I can be your writer too. If you guys would like to read any of my books, the link is in the description box to reach my Wattpad. You guys can read any of my books. If you guys want more exclusive content, I have a Patreon. The lowest tier is $1 for anyone that just wants to tip and support the channel. The highest tier is $3 if you guys just want to gain access to all the free content. Not free, but you guys get the point. And next, I also have Instagram at KIntuitive, and I post even more content. That one is for free. And thank you guys so much for all the support and the love that you guys give to me. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace.